right, class, go ahead and open up your books to page 13. Who would like to start reading first? Let's go ahead and start on this side.
But first they had to travel across many kinds of land to get to California. It would be no easy task.
Okay, next.
Hey everybody, it's Michaela's turn. Uh-oh.
You can do it, Michaela.
From
Missouri.
From Missouri, the trip got much more
Difficult.
difficult.
Good try, Michaela.
All right, what's going on here?
I think the greatest purpose that Chartwell serves in the community is that we serve children who are largely misunderstood. Many of the kids that we have kind of fly under the radar in a regular school because they are very smart, well-behaved, want to be engaged in learning. Their learning difference, their language-based learning difference is not caught early enough. So what happens to them is that they enter school, fail to learn to read, another year goes by, they finally get tested, they are finally identified, and then the interventions aren't available for them.
Kids don't get identified typically until 3rd or 4th grade. Then when they get identified, it's kind of a nebulous thing, specific learning disability. Then those kids go into special ed if they're a problem. And the really sad thing is they never get out. Those numbers never go down.
We couldn't identify what the underlying differences were. I always thought I was a super active parent, but apparently what I was doing wasn't enough for him or for us. And I looked at him and I said, "What is going on?" And your teacher says, "You don't care." He said, "I don't understand anything that's going on. I go to my resource class and they're giving me baby work. I go back to my class and I'm lost and I just don't understand. The class is too loud and I need help." And I just cried and I said, "Okay, I'm gonna find the people who understand how your brain works and we are gonna get you that help. I promise you from this point forward, I cannot and I will not allow this to happen anymore." Chartwell has changed our lives.
1 in 5 people process information, particularly around the letters, differently. So Chartwell is a school that serves the 1 in 5 students who a public school or a traditional school does not serve well.
I do learn differently, and I have a language processing disability. When it comes to Chartwell, it really let me recognize who I was and also what I needed. Yeah, it definitely changed my whole life, my whole perspective.
What we specialize in doing is understanding the unique learning profile of each student so we can deliver individualized instruction for that person.
We teach children based on their learning profile. The teachers understand the children, they understand their strengths. All of our teachers are trained in multi-sensory approaches to reading instruction, to math instruction.
What we're doing every day is we're helping students acquire skills, and to do that, we teach them strategies. And then we teach tools. But most importantly, we focus on developing our students' mindset. Our students process language differently, and our language is how we think. We often find that our students at Chartwell excel in thinking in pictures, excel in tasks that involve design, 3-dimension, and envisioning things that are beyond thinking only in words. And that's what we mean by thinking and learning differently.
We already spend a fortune on these children that end up in juvenile justice and later prison. So why don't we just spend a fraction of that money to identify early, help them, and unleash the potential they deserve? Many of the tech leaders in Silicon Valley struggled in school, and many of the creatives down in Hollywood. Yet they became successful because of these brains, not in spite of them. So arguably you could say our economy is built on this type of profile. And this is the profile we have at Chartwell.
I look forward to the day when they stop calling dyslexia a disability, because it really is a gift. They teach you how to unwrap that gift and seize all the advantages. It forces you to think outside of the box, think differently.
I, as a parent, was not equipped to understand my son's brain. So when Chartwell was telling us this is how he's learning and exposing us to what is possible, my husband and I changed our lives to bring him to Chartwell.
The ability today of the Chartwell student to realize their dreams is second to none.
Chartwell at its best is helping each individual redefine themselves not by their weakness or their deficit, but by their strength.
I didn't know that he didn't have the words to describe what he was feeling, and so Chartwell has given him a vocabulary that he's never had to identify his life and to describe his day and to have the confidence starting to put the pieces together, and that's magic.
We want to give him all the tools that he can be empowered, be confident, and loving to learn. I'm excited to see what his potential, and I am empowered and I'm grateful that Chartwell has been here to bring those things out of him and us as a family.